You asked, should I install solar and battery while I build my home?
If I build a new home, should I really consider solar and batteries at that time to be part of it? So one of the biggest tasks that an individual can undertake is the construction of their own new home. And this task requires extensive amounts of time, energy, money, other resources. And you have to consider the design, the materials, relationship with trade people, cash flow, landscaping, subcontractors, weather, etc. However, the extra step of planning a new home now has to include the energy footprint of the home, because that affects the cash flow in the future. So in order also to reduce the environmental impact of the home, there are a number of different ways that one can design the home to be energy efficient, and you think about that before and during the construction phase. One of these being the installation of a comprehensive level of insulation, and also the inclusion of a solar system and a battery system. And I would suggest to do all that at the beginning when you start planning for the home. A solar-ready design of your roof will also help. So point the roof towards west or towards north or northwest would be a smart idea. Talk to your architect or builder about it. We also recommend contacting a solar installation company before you build to see if the company can offer an input towards your home design so that the solar can be maximized. So the answer to the question is yes. If you're planning on building an energy efficient home, having a solar and battery combo installed during the construction is better than installing it afterwards. But let's look at why this is the case. The first and most important consideration for you designing your new home with solar is, as I said before, the roof. The way your roof is shaped, the position, it all will have large impact on your solar production. Avoid designing a roof with lots of ridges and gables, as solar panels will really not be easy to fit into that, and they might all even be shadow problems. Therefore, constructing a roof that is oriented to optimal sun exposure for your system is one variable you really want to consider to make your home energy efficient for the future. The best solution is a relatively straight roof at 10 to maybe 25 degree angle, pointed north, northeast or northwest. Now this will ensure a solid ongoing solar output, and if you have a lot of electricity used before 12 o'clock, point the panels more towards the east. If you use a lot of afternoon air conditioning, for example, then point them north, northwest. Avoid creating a shaded roof. So don't put a gable towards the area so that the north side will be overshadowed. Not a good idea. The shade of any trees in the future, so you've got to consider where they grow, can really reduce your solar production. So try to plant the trees in a way that they do later on not overshadow the part of the roof where the solar sits. So making those decisions early, possibly even before construction, will really benefit the energy footprint of your house in future years. Now, if you can't afford solar and batteries straight away, pre-wiring will avoid the ugly conduits on the outside of the home or on top of the roof. And these conduits are typical visual features of a post-built solar installation, and especially of the cheaper bargain variety. They just slap these conduits anywhere and the house looks ugly. Planning for renewables will create more flexibility in the field of design. The final reason also why it's beneficial is that it allows for some flexibility. So building a new home gives you the flexibility to choose where your solar system components will be located, how your roof will integrate with solar, and for example, you will be able to choose a location for the inverter that would be appropriate, means the inverter doesn't overheat, it's not exposed to the sun, you can find a spot in the garage, for example, and sometimes the outside hot water tank, the heat pump, the air conditioning unit, all of those compete for space with the storage battery. So again, where I'm going to put the battery, you can include that in the design of the house. By planning all these energy components of the home during the design phase, the best solutions can be developed, and which will create the most visually pleasing and most functional solution. So if you're planning on adding batteries to your solar system at a later stage, you can still at the early stage of design at least run the wires. And by creating the wires and know where the battery will be sitting, the work post-construction will be much, much easier. In summary, if you're planning on building your dream home and this involves being energy efficient, make sure you consider installing solar and batteries and even an EV charger during the construction process. Talk to your designer, talk to your architect now, not during the construction. That way, you will have an energy efficient and visually pleasing house.
Want more energy answered? Visit yourenergyanswers.com for quality energy products, tools and calculators, and find your quality local installers. Please support the channel by liking the video, hit that subscribe button, and ring the bell, and check out all our other videos. You're still here? I'll see you next time. Bye.